So this was an amazing question. But the way it is in the title is not how it's going to be. But basically, they said, would I still stay with someone if they wanted to transition to the opposite sex, being gay? It's such a hard question to ask, but personally, I don't think I could, because obviously you love the person for who they are and everything, but that's the whole point. I love them for who they are and the way they make me feel, and there's so much elements to that. So if they're changing the person that I fell in love with, and it's not just like you're changing, like you're upgrading your look or, you know, your whole physical appearance to a whole different sex, like it's a big thing, you know. And I feel like if I had to do that, then I have to have an element of having a sexual attraction to women, and I don't. I have no sexual, no physical, no anything. I'm real gay. I'm proper like man and man. I like dick. I love it. I love my mans. I just fulfilled. I love it. Like, that's what I like. Jesus. So like, if you want to tell me to cut that away, I mean, the anatomy that I'm in love with, I mean, Jesus, then it's gonna have to be a rap, because what am I meant to do? Like, do you want to turn into a woman? I mean, good for you. If you're coming out to yourself, that's amazing. But I would have an element of, I would be, I don't know if I would be pissed off. I don't know the emotion that I want to describe, but I would be so taken back. I think that's a bit. To think that, like, as someone that I've been with all this time, you don't just wake up one day and decide you want to be a woman and you go in this transition, you know. That's stuff that you should be telling people when you want to do it, when you're meeting them, like when you're getting down to getting serious. You don't just wake up in your relationship and say, I want to transition. This doesn't happen like that. This is something you know. You don't just wake up knowing one day that I want to be a woman today. That doesn't happen. It's a process. You literally feel like you're in the wrong body. I know about it. Jesus Christ. So that would make it even more worse for me, because I'm not someone that's clueless to that, to sexual identity. Of course I know about it. I know a lot about it. So, no, I wouldn't. I couldn't. Oh my God, I couldn't. I would be so... I told you, I don't know how to describe, because it's not anger. It's not anger, and it's an element of sadness, but I would despise that person. Especially if it's for a long amount of time. Like, when this whole Caitlyn Jenner come out and Chris like was acting the way she was, I could understand it, because I don't know how I would take that, being with someone for 20 odd years and then suddenly them transitioning into a woman. Like, it's like, did you ever love me? Like, I don't know. It's just an odd thing. I can't speak on other people, so maybe it's wrong for me to be bringing that, but I can use that as an example for myself. And no, I wouldn't accept it. I would be so, I would despise that person. Of course I would. No, I wouldn't. Unless it's something that you told someone in the beginning. Yeah, you know, I do have an element of I am thinking about transitioning. I am thinking about this. I do want to do this. Or like, if you're seeing someone like and you're bi, I do want you to know that I have blah blah dabbled, and I do have an element of attraction. Things you should definitely put out on the table before anyone gets into a state where it gets to a point where it's serious, because we have a right as individuals to make a choice if we still want to be there, and to at least have that choice in our hands. It's not okay for you to suddenly just take that away from people and then expect them just to deal with it, and when you sprung it up one day or when they find out one day. That's not how life works. That is a very selfish way of living, and if things turn bad and it doesn't go in your favor and it's much more worse than you ever anticipated, then you only have yourself to blame, because you don't just spring stuff like that on people when they fell in love with you and you've given them this idea that this is what they want and you are what they want, and you've fallen in love with that person to then suddenly just say I want to transition. It's not right. Or to suddenly say, you know, I am bi, right, I have done stuff. It's a weird thing to just bring it out on people. I don't like people that do that, because there's so much people that do that, and it's wrong. It is wrong. There's no middle or grey area for it. It's wrong. There's right and wrong, and I definitely think if you're feeling some type of way and you know that you're having a problem with your sexual identity and you're not comfortable in the body that you're in, or if you have done stuff with the opposite sex and you're now with a woman, that only put that out there so nothing is brought up as a surprise, because when it is, it's not going to end nicely, especially when you're with a strict woman who expects the man that she's being with to be a man that he hasn't done stuff with other men. Like, there's not many women that want that. You have to tolerate it because that's just the life of our community, but there's not many women that want to know that want a man that's been with other men. But if you're clear and you're honest about it and she really likes you, then she has that choice to continue things and continue to build that trust in you and continue for you to develop and, you know, prosper into beautiful things. You have to allow people to have a choice. You can't just spring things on people. So absolutely not, I wouldn't. It'd be even more worse if I had to find out when I'm with them for years and later on there is something I want to know. It's not okay. I would be so angry. I would be yeah, I would. Why am I lying to myself? I would be angry. I'd be everything. Really annoyed. I'd be understanding, like I'd support it, but I wouldn't be with you. Oh my god, no. No, and I would never wish you bad either, but I would not be happy with you. I'm going to be honest. Everyone likes to be nicey. Oh, you have to accept people. Of course you have to accept people. You have to give people a chance to accept you, you know. I mean, you're not just going to spring out on your parents and stuff. That's what I mean. It's a different relationship when you're coming out and stuff with parents and things, but when you're involved with someone at a certain age, I'm sorry, there's no way that you can be keeping secrets like that. No way. No. I'm not gonna get involved in myself in a relationship knowing that I have feelings that I wanna transition, and I'm with my partner now for years, and then suddenly, babe, I've been feeling like this. No way. How would you even say that? And what would you say in the beginning? I liked you and I was scared to say anything. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break, honestly. So no, I wouldn't. But have I fancied? Yeah. I just have this really big crush on one, right, that I didn't even know I thought was a man. And I would go out, I would date one. I think I've dated one before. Without knowing, I just found out afterwards. Would it have made a difference? Yes it would have, because I didn't like the fact that I thought I was dating a man, and I found out in like the most gayest way that they were transgender. Like, I'm transgender, and they had makeup on everything and heels, and like, I didn't like that. It made me feel sick. But if I would have known, nothing probably would have changed. But I don't know, because I wasn't given that chance. So I just think it's horrible. Like, it's okay if you're going to be who you are and be proud of who you are, and then I'm knowingly attracted to you, so then I don't care, because I already know. But I don't think it's right for someone to be bamboozled and find out later. That's why Jerry Springer always fascinated me, because when you find people come on the show and they're like, I got something to tell you, I'm a man, and they've been together for ages, and they're like, and how do you not expect someone to be angry? How do you not? Like, you're saying that, like, okay, you're a woman now, was it a man that you was fucking, all this rubbish, but the fact that you come on a show to tell them that you used to be a man, there is an element of betrayal there. Because you never gave them a chance to digest that information and let them know, you know, this is what I was, and this is the woman I am today. So if you want to accept me and come in my life, you're gonna have to accept the fact that that's what it was. And then people are like, yeah, they can accept that. You don't spring something like that later on. Can you imagine dating someone for 20 years and then later on they're saying you know, I used to be a woman, right? Imagine, you know, you used to be a what? Yeah, and then looking at pictures, it makes a difference. It makes a big difference. Don't care what anyone says. My lord, it makes a huge difference. Don't spring stuff like that, people. I'm where the ghosts go.